Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Idiot Investor. What should we go over today? Another wild week, kangaroo week in the market. Looks like we might retest those lows if we keep on going down. I think if you're looking to buy right now, 269 is the sweet spot on VU. 260, you guys should be buying no matter what. 250, buy it. I think we're going to iceberg. I think we're going to go way past our old highs. We're going to continue this trend here. And then we're going to plummet down at least to 260. I think that's what the market's going to look like. And tech might be different, might be better. Other sectors might do much worse. I have no clue what's going to happen with banks. Financials ETF, it's been all over the place. And they're still under the yearly where it was trading, so I like that. $60, $5 below where it was. So I think financials is a pretty good buy. Plus long term, JP Morgan, it's really a great bank, and if value starts doing well, it's going to trump growth. And financials is a lot of value. Growth. Extended market. Surprisingly, has not done that well. Let's get a full long range max. Okay, 2008 went back down. Ever since then, it's just been rising. Except for the last 5 years. It's been pretty much flat since 2017. Tells me it was a good time to buy when it bottomed. And I don't know, this thing probably has some good catching up to do, especially if we're continuing the bull market. Not great yield. Good expense ratio. That's nice and low. I've been interested in some other sector and kind of style specific. I was interested in tan, kind of. I like what it holds, but I also like the other iClean ETF more. This has a D rating. That's not great. And the expense ratio is ridiculous. Probably the highest of all mine. 0.71. That's crazy. But it also has really good returns. Let's take a look. And it's the future, in my opinion. I don't think anybody should be heavily invested in oil or energy stocks because they're just going to continue to get crushed. It's over for them. It's never going to go back to pre-corona levels. So just leave it where it is. Leave it as a small position in your portfolio. But the solar ETF, up 55% last 3 months as opposed to 34. So you get an extra 20%. 47 long term. 30, but it's half the time. So something to look into. Small market cap on there, small yield. I think most of these probably are not profitable, so you're buying companies that don't make money, or at least aren't profitable. I do like the iClean. Let's look at this. I showed Global Clean Energy. This one is almost half at 0.46, and it pretty much has the same holding. So if you're looking for clean energy, I'd go with this one. Or just buy the top stocks, which are Solar Edge, First Solar. Maybe I can go back to TAN and look at its holdings, because it doesn't show it on this one. One sec. I think they're good companies. Most of them don't pay a dividend, which I like. They're all growth companies, and growth is super overvalued, so it's hard to say if it's good to buy or not. But at 10%, you might as well buy Solar Edge. I almost got into that when I started, when it was $88. Now it's $153. I mean, cracking all-time highs. So, if you have to get in, try 125. I'm looking at the closing price. Anywhere between 95 and 125. You're probably good. And you got a good company, $7 billion market cap. It's actually making money. Enphase just had a crazy week where somebody accused them of falsifying their accounts and reports, and almost 40% of their revenue is made up according to them. So it's kind of sketchy. I think a lot of people use that as an opportunity to get in, but I don't know. I think it could easily go back down to $22. If this is real, if it's bullshit, then it's fucking going to the moon. So who knows? But I did get in on this, and I stupidly sold. I was picked up around here when it was 17, 18, and quickly sold before it got up above 36. I should have held on, but you never know. I made a sweet 80% profit or whatever. There's the Qs, and don't buy the Qs, okay? Buy VGT over Qs, or growth over Qs, because the expense ratio is just ridiculous. Let's see what it is. Q. It's only got a 69, nice, rating. But, it's not diversified. If tech goes down, this thing's got to get destroyed. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, 10, 11%, which, it's great. Those are the biggest, best companies, but I don't know. Seems like buying them at this level is maybe a bad idea. But I bought growth today, VUG at 200, so, it's all relative. Growth is going to continue to outperform. I almost guarantee it, with low interest rates and people's general excitement for it. But point two, not crazy, but it's a lot. And when you look at the top holdings, you could get the same thing from VGT and Netflix, Nvidia, Adobe. Those are some. I love Adobe. I want that. VGT. Point 10, so half the expense ratio and pretty much same performance. Let's look. VGT versus Qs on a 5-year basis, 150 versus 124. So VGT is actually doing better. And it's got a better dividend. So why would you not go with VGT? Maybe it's not as diversified, but that's what I would go with. Growth hasn't had as crazy, doesn't have as big dividend, but it's more diversified. It's got mid-cap companies. I like growth. I like VUG or just VU. It has VUG in there. It also has the value side, so value stocks are low, growth stocks are high. VU is right in the middle. You really can't go wrong with VU. Watching the VIX. We got to historic highs. Pretty crazy. If you want a VIX trade without leverage, you can use this, VIXY. It's a daily. I don't know. It's bullish, so it's not inverse or anything. I almost got in at 27.50. Pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it was right around here, right before it shot up. I was gonna get in at 27.50, and then I saw it go down, down, down. And you know what? If I just would have bought it and held on, would have been up to $37. Interesting. If you bet on VIX down here, $11 to $60. I mean, you're raking in that money. International, now's a pretty good time to buy, considering how low it is. You're trading at the yearly low. If it goes down here to 45, you should be buying more. If it goes down to 42, you should be buying more. If it goes down to 40, buy more. Everybody should have international exposure, and this is probably the best way to do it. VXUS. So that's my thoughts on the market right now. I have lots of other thoughts. I've been going heavy into utilities, and it's not really working out that great, but I bought around the 120 to 125, and I wrote it up. I didn't sell. I think it's still going to go up, up, up. As we still got to get all the way back up to 150 at least. It's at 126. So I think utilities, good space. I think tech, healthcare, REITs are really low right now. Some healthcare stocks are pretty good, like PFE, down to $33. It's kind of holding right there. AbbVie is just skyrocketing right now. There's lots of good stuff out there. Lots of good stuff you can find. Okay, this is my portfolio. This is me, Justin, with Idiot Investor. Have a good weekend. Enjoy. See you next week when the market opens.